Hej, siemano, witam was w kolejnym odcinku z gry Hogwarts Legacy. Na wstępie chciałem przeprosić za poprzedni odcinek, że się z wami nie pożegnałem, ale wywaliło mi grę do pulpitu. A że i tak było 30 parę minut, to nie chciałem kontynuować. I teraz wróciłem, jak widzicie, zeszłem już sobie na dół. Także idziemy tylko oddać mu.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
Chętnie pomożemy.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Okej.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Zadanie kończone. Widziałem tam dostępną nową misję, ale zobaczmy, co tu mamy. A, zmniejsza, no to by się przydało. Czarna magia. Dłużej się utrzymuje. Podstawowe. Wiedza zaklęć. Będę musiał to chyba sobie przemyśleć, więc na razie tu nie będę nic rozdawał. Oczywiście kolekcja nam się tutaj zrobiła. Oraz misje. Zbierz smarki trolla i użyj depulso. Klucza mamy 4. Przebij balony. Depulso. Na zajęcia o zwierzętach. No to myślę, że możemy sobie zrobić zajęcie o zwierzętach, które znajduje się tutaj, czyli chcemy się przenieść tutaj. Prawdopodobnie, chyba że znowu źle popatrzyłem i poszłem nie tam, gdzie chciałem. I do zidentyfikowania mamy przedmioty. To się...
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Czekamy.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howin. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howin's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
No proszę, będziemy.
My brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Czyli jak rozumiem, będziemy Wiedźmina szorować. Szczotka naciśnij, a następnie przydziel szczotkę dla zwierząt. Aha. No dobrze, na razie tak.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beef? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
Nie daj się.
What are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
No, nie zadzieraj ze mną.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on.
Aha, dobra. Przydzielimy sobie tutaj na
Just
razie.
as you did with Gerald.
I jedzonko.
Really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Okej.
Over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Jak najbardziej, tylko że ja tu jeszcze widzę...
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Myślałem, że do skrzynki się dostanę, a jednak...
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Kamienie pozbieramy.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
No dobrze byłoby się temu przyjrzeć.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep hiring safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Misja ukończona. Co ja tu miałem? Tutaj było to. A tutaj to. Okej. Talenty. Po raz kolejny kolekcja. Zanieść księżyce. No, zdecydowanie będę chciał się tym zająć, ale to myślę, że gdzieś pomiędzy odcinkami. Teraz to zdążymy. Myślę, że w miarę. Tutaj. Także no, tak myślę, że prawdopodobnie większość tych pobocznych jakichś rzeczy
Lead to Hogsmeade.
będę robił no poza odcinkami po prostu. Wow! Tu jest poziom 3. Coś tu było o tych balonach. Chciałem się przyjrzeć. Kurczę, nawet muzyka jak z Wiedźmina. To ja tu widzę.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Leading Peck said a customer lost a diracle around here.
Kolejna księga. Aha, tam widzę balon. Prawdopodobnie o nie chodzi. O, proszę, no. O.
Revelio.
Sprawdzimy. Powaga, nic tu więcej nie ma. No dobra, chodźmy.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Revelio.
Strona przewodnika kolejna. Mamy zadanie poboczne, widzę znowu. A mogę się udać na górę? Jak już tu jestem, to bym się troszkę rozejrzał. No właśnie.
Revelio.
Tutaj nic.
Aloha Mora.
O.
What do we have here?
Revelio.
Co my tu mamy? O! Chwila. Wyposażenie. O 2, a ja tu mam obrażenia zmniejszone. O 2. Zmienimy sobie kaszkiecik. Jeszcze dałbym sobie rękę uciąć, że... A no tak, tutaj mamy niezidentyfikowane. Poczekamy.
Mine now, demi guys.
I zabieramy. Teraz lecimy już na dół.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please,
Okej,
watch your back.
czyli musimy i tak go szukać. Jest stosunkowo niedaleko, ale pójdziemy do niego sobie już w następnym odcinku. Ten będzie nieco krótszy. Bo cóż, no, głodny jestem. Także co, no, oczywiście serdecznie zapraszam Was na następne odcinki. A na chwilę obecną żegnam się z Wami. Trzymajcie się. Do zobaczenia. Cześć.